Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh? Caleb's sweet hands. Here comes this battle. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Right jab. That right hand got him. How about that time counter shot? You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nice counter. That jab won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. Let's talk about planting that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. You believe what we are seeing. And this with that jab. A perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Planting that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow.
And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Look, misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch. A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be this.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Perfect counter lands. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, that's what I'm thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the right hook. How about that time counter shot? And he misses with that straight left. Oh, what a punch! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout. Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
These two were made for each other. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about planting that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. On to the 6th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
That counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Planting that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Hey, look, Plant just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with that jab. Has Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. How about that time count? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. That bell could not have come sooner. And they're back at it again here in round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it.
Whoa, Johnny! Caleb Plant is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and then walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Man is in some serious trouble here. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Hey, those punches add up. That counters. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end...